It's day 3 for us here at Rocky Mountain National Park, and today we're going to do another big hike. This time we're going to be starting from the Long Peak Trailhead. We've just arrived, it's about 6:40 in the morning, and we were really lucky to get the last space in the parking lot. Today's hike is an 8-mile round trip with about 2,500 feet of elevation gain. It's another steep one, so we're going to be trying to get up to the top and back down again before those afternoon thunderstorms hit.
The goal for today is to reach Chasm Lake, which sits at the base of Longs Peak. Longs Peak is the highest point in Rocky Mountain National Park, standing at 14,259 feet above sea level, and is the only 14er in the park. It was named after Major Stephen H. Long, who, despite never climbing Longs Peak himself, led an expedition along the base of the Rockies in 1820. Similar to the day before, we started by climbing up through the forest. The trail is fairly easy going though, and we made good progress.
We crossed several bridges over streams bringing ice-cold water down from the snow-capped peaks.
Around 11,000 feet, the trees disappeared. The views opened up and we were hiking beneath beautiful blue skies. A curious Pika was playing near the trail, so we stopped and watched for a while, but despite its performance, we didn't offer any food.
We're well up past the tree line now, and it's really exposed up here. It's super windy, and I think the wind is keeping a lot of the heat off us. The sun is pretty strong, but with the wind, you don't feel it so much. But we are super exposed up here, so we can't film as much as we want, but we're making our way up there. We've got about another 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet to climb, and hopefully we'll get to the top. We're making good progress on our hike, and I think this has to be one of the most scenic spots we've got to so far. Here we can see Peacock Pool down in the distance, which looks absolutely stunning from here. The waterfall leading into it is called Columbine Falls, and that comes down from Chasm Lake, which is our ultimate destination. Made it here to the top. We're at Chasm Lake here. The views here for our lunch were absolutely stunning. In the background you can see Longs Peak, and we were just sitting here by the shore watching the wind blow across the lake. It is super windy though now, and now it's time to head back down.
We have reached the tree line now. Now we're covered by the trees, which provides shade, which is great, but also we're a little bit safer from afternoon thunderstorms and lightning. We'll see whether we'll be able to get down before they come through.
We've made it down to the bottom. That was a really fun hike. The views once you get up onto the plateau above the tree line, just absolutely stunning. We really enjoyed that. In total that took us 6 hours of hiking time plus another half hour or so for lunch. It's just about 1:30 in the afternoon here now, so we made it down before the thunderstorm hit. The hike itself was right around 9 miles, and as predicted it was right around 2,500 feet of elevation gain. This hike is definitely one that I'd recommend doing if you're coming to Rocky Mountain National Park. My top tip for you though is get here early. We got literally the last spot in the parking lot here, and we haven't been back to the car yet, so I hope the car's still there. But definitely get here early and make sure you find a spot.
Today is a driving day. We're leaving Rocky Mountain National Park and we're driving to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. The GPS says it will take 6.5 hours, but I'm pretty sure it will take longer because we are driving through the Rocky Mountain National Park where the speeds are lower, and we'll stop. Well, first stop will be in a couple hours where we will do breakfast because we wanted to get out very early so that we can go through the park before the traffic starts.
We are now towing the trailer through the highest it's ever been, and in fact the highest through paved road anywhere in the US. We're about to be driving through 12,183 feet. Already we're over 12,000 feet and the high point is just up the road from here. The truck and the trailer are both doing super well, everything's all good and we're super pleased about it. Yeah, that's the high point, just there.
Yeah. Whee!
That is the highest the trailer has ever been and quite possibly will ever go. And now it's time to test out the brakes for the next 20 miles or something.
We made it to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. If you want to see our adventures here, please hit that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.